So, Dr. Mاجد, someone is asking for a specific roadmap with some course names to follow.
Okay, so so there are like many roadmaps available on the internet that I have seen, but it has to be clear, like, you know, as I already told, in artificial intelligence, there are many roadmaps. It depends on what your target is, right? So if you want to work in a specific field, like for instance, you want to go into medical robotics, for such a person, the roadmap will be different, right? If you want to go into LLMs, large language models, for him, a roadmap would be different, right? So for different fields of artificial intelligence, the roadmap is completely different, but they all start somewhere and they have a common, the concepts are shared among all these paths. So if you would want a beginner level roadmap, I would say the first step would be to have a strong fundamental of Python programming, right? Because in artificial intelligence, usually the programming language that is used is Python, but still you can always work in C++, for instance. So having strong fundamental knowledge of Python is a must. I mean, there is no, there's no excuse that you can just, take this away. You have to learn Python programming language. Then there are ML ops, machine learning operations. You have to learn each one of them. And then you have machine learning fundamentals. Then comes deep learning, reinforcement learning, generative AI. So this is like, if we talk about the roadmap right now, it would get more complicated because the fundamentals is not clear at this point. So what I would advise right now is to focus on the fundamentals of artificial intelligence as a first step. So once the fundamentals are clear, then you can start working on more complex projects and more complex tools. So I would also at the end of this meeting, I would send a PDF which would have a detailed roadmap. It will be designed for all of you. I already have received questions from Brother Abdurrahman. So he has told me what the students wanted to know about. Like the most common question was asked regarding this roadmap. So I'll prepare the complete roadmap, and yes, I will send it as a PDF so that it's accessible to everyone.
Very good, Dr. Magid. Mustafa Ali asked you, what kind of projects make a strong DS portfolio? Make my portfolio strong, like OCR project and so on and so forth. What kind of projects should I focus on when I start with the fundamentals, Python and deep learning fundamentals, machine learning fundamentals, LLMs? What kind of project in all step I should focus on? Like in Python, I should focus on projects like what like OP projects like ATM and so on. He asked you if I learn, for example, if I learn machine learning fundamentals, what should projects I should make it? You understand me?
Yes. I get you. So I would say that just a second. Sorry for the interruption. Yes, brother. So to start with the projects, first of all, I would like to ask you, what level is your programming language right now? Like, do you have any experience with programming languages?
We can say that I'm beginner in programming language. I'm learning Python, but still in the beginning level.
Okay. So yes. So you would have to first of all start with programming projects, I would say. So for instance, you make a calculator in Python, right?
Okay.
So if you just search it on Google, you will get a lot of beginner level Python projects, like making a coffee machine, making an ATM, making a calculator. So when you work on these projects, you will get a better idea of what is a class, what is a function, right? What is a variable, right? So these fundamental concepts are very important in Python programming before you switch on to data science, because there you have already existing libraries. Like I mentioned before, you have NumPy, for instance, you have pandas, right? So if you want to work with these libraries, you have to import their functions, right? They are already existing. You need to know the fundamentals of Python programming for you to implement these libraries more reasonably. So yes, as a starting point, I would say I would suggest you to work on your programming language first. You do a lot of projects, you understand them, and yes, also it's very helpful if you could. I will also be sharing some GitHub repositories so that you can just get started with Python projects, and it's also very related to data science and machine learning. So it would be very helpful if you start working on it as soon as possible.
Okay. So these projects is for the whole field, like for the whole road, or just for the coding, like for Python only?
See, if you're working with data science and machine learning, then yes, I would say the Python programming language is the most used in industry when it comes to development. But yeah, for deployment, you would have to then learn C++ as well. But you can always start with Python.
Okay, but what are the common used in the work? Like what I need mostly, C++ or Python?
Okay, see, so C++ is comparatively more complicated and difficult to learn as compared to Python, because Python is very beginner friendly. If you want to define a function, you have maximum control over how you want to define the variables, how you want to define the functions. But in C++, there are certain rules that must be followed. For instance, even if you miss a single colon, your program will not compile. So it's more difficult to learn. That is why even when I started as a beginner, I learned Python first. Then I switched to C++ for deployment.
Oh, so yeah. So after all, I need C++, not Python, for work.
For work, you need Python. So it also depends on what sector you're working. Are you working in the development, in the research? Then you need Python. You don't need C++ for this, unless you're working for control. So the C++ language in itself, it's why we use it is because it's very faster as compared to Python. The program execution, it compiles very fast as compared to Python. So that is why it's used for deployment. So for you, means if you're starting, just like me, even now I'm using Python most of the time. I rarely use C++.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Like which tool and frameworks should I master early, and which can I wait for the data science?
Sorry, could you repeat the question again?
Like which tools and frameworks should I master in the early time, and which can I can be wait? Like I don't need them at the moment.
Okay. So for starters, you're talking about data science, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you heard about TensorFlow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these libraries, TensorFlow, PyTorch, and then NumPy. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have SciPy also. So these are all Python libraries. You can see they end with Py, right? NumPy, SciPy, right?
Yeah.
So you start these libraries, you do a course on them. If you search on YouTube, you will have 4-hour videos on NumPy, on SciPy, Pandas, right? So these tools give you the power to take numerical data and study them. So you're finding patterns in this data, right? So you have, for instance, you have the report of maybe a patient report, right, in a hospital. So you have the list of 500 patients. What kind of diseases did they have, right? Or what problems did they have? What symptoms were there, and what was the solution, right?
Okay.
So how do you take these? How do you take insights out of this data so that in the future you are able to make better decisions for newer patients, right? To understand this data, you have to first represent that in a graphical form. So that is where these data science tools come in. Like you have this trifactor is there, big ML is there, Excel, Tableau, Rapid Miner. So you have to start with these tools. I will be listing them as well in the PDF.
Thank you.
So, Abdurrahman, could you please note it down? We have a roadmap and also the tools. Yes, please.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. I need to organize this talk. Okay. I need to thank Dr. Mاجد. Thank you for your answers. Abdurrahman called me. He see we need to organize a talk. Okay. At first, we need to talk about traveling to Germany or
Yes.
to any country in Europe.
Okay.
And anyone have a question in this topic, raise hand and ask Doctor. أي حد عنده أسئلة عن السفر لألمانيا أو أوروبا يريز هاند ويتكلم. عبد الله تمام. عبد الله say what is the easiest way to travel to Germany?
Sorry, could you repeat it again?
Easiest way to travel to Almania, Germany.
Okay. So so you want to travel to Germany, but first of all, it must be clear what your purpose here is in Germany. You want to study here or you want to work here in an industry?
عايز تشتغل يا عبد الله ولا عايز تتعلم؟ He said the master, take master in AI field.
Okay, you want to pursue masters in artificial intelligence. Okay, so first of all, so I would briefly describe about my journey so that you can gain an insight of how I started my journey and how I came to Germany, right? So when I was doing my bachelor's and I was approaching my final year project, that is in the 4th year, so I had this problem that I was very afraid about the future. I didn't know, okay, after I complete the bachelor's, should I go to industry, should I work, or should I pursue further further education, or should I just start a business, So these challenges always come in the life. So even after my master's, I was thinking, should I work in an industry or should I start my PhD, right? So the first step is motivation, right? The first step is finding this decision in your inner self. What do you want to do next, right? Once you have figured that out, right? Like for example, you want to do masters. So the first step from Egypt to Germany would be researching. You do a research about the universities that are here in Germany, right? What type of universities are there? We have technical universities, we have Fachhochschule, it's called University of Applied Sciences, and then we have normal Universität, right? Normal universities. So all these universities, they focus on certain aspects, like the TUs, the technical universities, they are more focused towards research, right? The University of Applied Sciences, they are more focused towards the job market trends. And the normal universities, they are just, it's like a normal school, like Hochschule. Okay. So the thing is that you have to research about what courses are available. You have websites for that, like UniAssist is there, or you can simply do a Google search or even ask ChatGPT, like give me the list of universities that are, ranked top 10 in Germany. So after you get the list, you research about the courses over there, what kind of research projects they are doing. And then once you have developed an interest, right, if you like the course, you apply for that. You start applying as much as possible. And inshallah, hopefully, once you receive the admit, then the further process is just very easy. I mean, you apply for a visa, and then, the rest of the process should be easy. But yes, the first step is getting an admission here. So you have to prepare your documents as well, your Lebenslauf, which is the CV. Then you need your transcript of records from your university, your graduation certificate as well, or any prior experience or projects that you have done, your certifications. So you send them all as an application, and hopefully if you get accepted, then rest of the process is very easier here.
اوكي ثانك يو دكتور. الدكتور بيقول ان انت محتاج الاول تحدد الاتجاه بتاعك. تمام، تحدد الاتجاه بتاعك بقى، انت عايز تسافر ليه اصلا، عايز تسافر از موتيفيشن يعني. تمام، وبعد كده بتبتدي انت تبحث عن الجامعه. في جامعه بتشتغل على الريسيرش، وفي جامعه بتشتغل على الابلايد اي اي. يعني مثلا في جامعه بتركز الطلبه بتاعتها على ان هم يبحثوا على الحاجات الجديده. تمام، في جامعات بتركز الطلاب بتاعها ان هم يعرفوا الريسيرش اللي تمت، وبعد كده يبتدوا ان هم يبنوا بيها ابلكيشن. تمام. طيب بعد كده لما انت بتجهز الاوراق بتاعتك وتبعتها للجامعه، والجامعه بتديك الابلايد، بعد كده بتبقى الاجراءات بتاعت السفر سهله جدا، ومش فيها اي تعقيد. مجرد ان انت تتقابل في الجامعه، الموضوع بالنسبه لك هيبقى سهل. تمام. اوكي. Okay, Dr. Sarah, ask you, what's the difference between Germany and Egypt in this field?
In the field of artificial intelligence, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it would be very difficult for me to answer this question since I have not been to Egypt.
Okay.
But
Okay.
on a higher level, I would say, see, both places are fine. It depends on your interests and your research area, what you want to work on. So if you want to specifically work, see, artificial intelligence right now, the hot topic is robotics, right? So you might be seeing on Instagram, YouTube, and I mean, it's very popular that China has been training these humanoid robots, and the drones have been trained. Then you have robot dogs. So everything that is happening in the world of AI currently is LLMs. You have large language models like ChatGPT, Gemini, and the robotics, right?
Yeah.
Also, there are many startups that are opening in Germany. So I would say, like, please don't take this seriously, but comparatively, it would be very nice if you prefer Germany for your higher studies, especially. But for work, I think you can either choose Egypt or Germany, depending on the availability of the posts.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hassan Amr ask you about is it difference between artificial intelligence faculties and computer science faculties in opportunities of traveling opportunities? He mean is there a difference between artificial intelligence and fields like IT, cybersecurity, and so on and so forth in traveling or not? As an opportunity of traveling.
Okay, you mean to say, okay, You mean to say here in Europe, traveling? Okay,
Yeah.
in Europe. So you mean, okay, so yeah, I would like to answer this question from two perspectives. If you take the approach from, if you take the perspective from the student side, right? So like if you're doing your master's here in Germany, you have a lot of opportunities to travel to other European countries. Like you can take your, you might have heard about exchange programs on that, right? So you can do your internship. For instance, like I would tell you about myself. Like when I was in the third semester, I was planning to do my internship in Sweden. Right? But yeah, later then I decided to do it in Germany. There are many options, like during the internship, during your master thesis, even in bachelor's, that you can apply for exchange programs and you can travel across Europe, right? Even currently, when I'm here doing my PhD, I also have conferences, right? I have maybe, I think next month I have conference in Japan, right? So I have always this opportunity to travel around the world to deliver insights on what we are working on, what we have developed as a student. But when it comes to work, the opportunities are kind of limited, right? As long as you are not planning to permanently work over there. Like if you work in Germany, then yeah, it's going to be hard to move to other countries unless you're planning to permanently shift to, for instance, Greece or France, right? And then the most, yeah, this I always get this question. It's very difficult here in Europe, especially to travel because there is this language barrier. When you land in Germany, you will notice this at the airport itself. Right? This language barrier is, a big problem. So once you, even if you learn German, then you travel to maybe France, you need to have French knowledge to talk to the people over there. Otherwise, then it's very difficult for you to survive also here, because everywhere you go in the supermarkets or any administrative offices, there is this language barrier. So this stops people from traveling. But if you're in the research area, it's highly likely that you can always talk in English.
Yeah.
Because the topics here that we are working on, right? We have researchers from China, we have researchers from Finland, Italy, all across the globe. It's very important that they have to publish their research in English. That is mandatory. Like you won't find any research papers in German or Chinese. You rarely find that. Whatever research is published is always in the English language, because so that it's accessible to the whole world, right? So yeah, from a study perspective, if you're choosing to, if you're planning to maybe work as a researcher here, like PhD or even postdoc, so there are going to be many, many opportunities for you to travel across Europe, not only Europe, but even, China, Japan, Asia.
Yeah.
All over the places. Sorry.
Spoke about the study perspective, so I speak about the other perspective. What you come from?
Okay. I already addressed that. Yes, please continue.
Okay.
How do I connect the AI to IoT and at the same time to embedded systems, or in other the word microcontroller? What is the relationship between them? Another question, will AI be internally automated
اوكي
in the future?
اوكي محمد بعد اذنك استنى، يعني الموضوع ماشي بالدور. ارفع raise hand and ask. اوكي عبد الرحمن احمد, you can ask now.
اوكي. hello دكتور ماجد.
Yeah, hello.
I am Abdurrahman Ahmed, and I am currently in my final semester of the faculty of AI. And as you said, after graduation, you are a bit confused about the future if you want to open your own business or work on a company.
Yes.
Or or start your master degree وكده.
Yes.
I ask you if I wanted to start my master degree, what should I do? And if I don't have a good background in research, but I have a good background in technical, how I can start at this journey. يعني.
Okay. Okay, Mehdi. So I'm assuming that you have already completed your bachelor's right now.
Yes,
Sorry? Okay, you're currently in your 4th year. Okay.
yes.
So do you really have the interest to do masters? Do you really want to go into academics, or does the industry interest you? So it's all about interest. So maybe you
Yes,
could go more
yes.
deep about this.
I wish to get a master degree and complete in the academic field.
Okay, so yeah, definitely that is the goal. Even I preferred the same goal. So yes, I would say, so this is a very challenging field. Academics is more challenging as compared to the job market, right? So if you want to really go into this field, you have to, so it's either way. You go into research or you go into industry. Once you go into research, the challenge here in Germany is that once you're at a level like, for instance, doing a PhD, it's going to be very hard for you to switch to the industry now. Because the industry, they don't accept doctors very easily. They only take master level students, or they take bachelor level students with experience, because it also comes down to payment, right? They have to pay the doctors more as compared to the master students or the bachelor students. So yeah, I would recommend you that if you're willing to start in academics, you start applying as soon as possible. I mean, you're in the final year right now. You start your research. You see the universities around you, like you visit uniassist.com. You start finding universities which have your field of expertise. What field would you like to work in?
I'm currently focusing on NLP.
Sorry?
NLP.
NLP, natural language processing.
Okay, natural language processing. Okay, okay. So yeah, you won't get courses like masters in natural language processing, obviously. So it's going to be like something like AI or robotics, or maybe finance, for instance, right? So you have to search for these courses on German university websites. And then once you are interested in a course, you go through the course requirements, right? Another trick that I would say is that every university, they have a course curriculum, right? If you open it, you will find what all courses they are teaching, what is taught in the classrooms. Like you would have fundamentals of data science, then you would have robotics, application in robotics, fundamentals of machine learning, then applied mathematics. So once you go through their course curriculum, you get a better idea. Okay, yeah, this is the right course for me. I want to, apply to this program. So it would be very nice if you make an Excel sheet. You filter out the universities, what are the requirements, like the universities over here, they have, GPA requirements also. So there are grade requirements. Another very important thing that I should have mentioned this at the start of the meeting itself is the German language. If you want to come to Germany, be it for work or for academics, it's very important that you have at least an A2 level of German. You will anyhow need to, pass this, it's called Goethe A2 Certifizierung. So after you have this certificate, it's also a prerequisite for almost any master course here in Germany. So you have to, search for all these requirements firsthand, note them down, and you start working on them as soon as possible. I would suggest you start today itself, researching about these universities and then, noting them down. It will also keep you motivated. And yeah, hopefully, yeah, I also wish that we meet here in Germany one day. I mean, all of these brothers, we meet here together.
This will be great. Another question, please. As you know, there are many papers are published every day, and the field have many updates daily. What should I do to deal with the different papers, and how can I be ready to publish my first paper and so on?
Okay, so currently, if you want to publish a research paper, so we have different domains here. Like you have research papers called ICRA, right? Newer IPS is there. Then you have IEEE, right? So every conference or a research community has a level. So is this paper a PhD grade research paper, or is it a master grade, or it's a bachelor grade? So depending on that, you have to find out conferences here, maybe nearby in Germany, or if you want to publish here in Germany or maybe in Egypt, you have to first of all search for these conferences. And after you search for the conference, right, you have to read what all papers were published in the past, maybe 2 to 3 years, right? So first you read the recent papers, like what has been published, so you get an idea of what kind of contribution are they looking for, right? For instance, like what is your specialization?
I'm focusing on NLP, natural language processing.
Natural language, right?
Yes.
So you might know about Llama Ross, maybe. Do you have any knowledge about ROS, robot operating systems?
Not now, but can I search for it?
Okay. So for instance, you have LLMs. Let's take the paper of Transformers, where the revolution started. Like if you see, the attention is all you need.
Yes.
That was the paper that was published when this LLM era began, like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, right?
Yeah.
So once you find a conference, you will find a lot of papers, lot of work that has been done in this field, natural language processing. Like it's basically at a very lower level. Like input comes, you type a text in, okay? Then the second step would be that you take this text and you use an embedding, right? You use a text to vector embedding to convert this text into vectors, and then they are later processed by attention blocks. Then you perform attention, and you get a final confidence score, right? Or a semantic score. So understanding these papers and what kind of contributions they have made, this will give you an idea of what you want to do and how you are going to do it. Like the first important thing is getting an idea of what kind of what level of contributions are expected from your side. I mean, it's not like you will just take an LLM and maybe you make a simple project and then you expect, okay, I'm going to publish this in some conference. I mean, it doesn't work like that. It has to be like a significant contribution. Okay, so for starters, it would be very helpful if you can first decide what conferences you want to publish, and then you go through the last 2 years, what publications have been presented over there. You go and read the research papers, get an idea, stay updated, and then you start your own work on them. For every research paper, once you read it, at the end you have one section called limitations. Okay, so the authors are like, okay, our method achieves like 95.6% confidence accuracy. However, there are some limitations to our approach. It fails in darker settings, or it's very slow due to so and so reason. You identify these limitations, and then you think, okay, so maybe if I use this approach, I can produce better results. And then you start trying, right? Once you have better results, then you can, you can publish a paper. Like you see, like you can also reference that particular paper. Okay, this paper was it had only 95% accuracy. My method has like 99%. So that would qualify for a publication.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Abdurrahman. You get out from our segment. Okay. شباب الدكتور بيتكلم عن موضوع ال NLP. هو عبد الرحمن سأله في الاتجاه بتاع ال Natural Language Processing، والدكتور اتكلم عن مجموعة من الأبحاث اللي موجودة في المجال ده. طبعا الأبحاث دي ما أظنش إن أنتوا عارفينها، تمام؟ تعرفوها قدام شوية. عندك مثلا الدكتور كان بيتكلم عن الاتنشن از ار يونيك، دي ورقة بحثية اتعملت عن حوار الترانسفورمر، هتاخدوها قدام شوية لما تخلصوا الجزء الخاص بال NLP بقى، هتخلصوا ال LSTM الجيريو and algorithms in this field in this track NLP، يعني هتاخدوها كده كده قدام، تمام؟ شباب يعني اللي هي في سنه اولى وثانيه وثالثه، تمام؟ طيب اوكي. شباب اللي عنده سؤال في الجزء الخاص بالسفر هو بس اللي رافع ايده. اي حد عنده سؤال في اي حاجه ثانيه بعد اذنك نزل ايدك، وبعد كده ارفع لما يجي السيجمنت اللي انت محتاجها. انا بعت السيجمنت بالترتيب على الشات، تمام؟ اوكي. رضوى، عندك سؤال عن السفر؟
هو أنا كنت هسأل عن ال LLMs في السفر عامة في جيرماني أو يوروب أو كده، أسأل ولا إيه؟
اوكي، اسألي.
Okay. Hello, I'm Radwa, a third year computer science and artificial intelligence student. I'm learning LLMs and RAG, but I'm struggling with structuring notebooks and turning experiments into real-world LLM or RAG application. I'd really appreciate advice on how this work is done in practice, especially in industry environments in Germany or Europe, and what skills or knowledge I should focus on at my stage to be job ready. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, that is a really nice question. So yeah, as I earlier said, LLMs are currently the trending. It's a very trending field here in Germany and all over the world, given that, you know, there are models being developed at such a higher and faster pace. So yeah, currently the drawbacks of LLMs is that they hallucinate a lot. So if you are giving an input, the LLM is confused sometimes, like it has no idea of what the user intent is. So the mechanism that you mentioned, RAG, it's retrieval augmented generation. So this is currently being used at a more faster pace and a higher level in the companies. So there are many strategies coming up day by day. I mean, 2 weeks ago, I heard 3 more new research papers have been published in this field by students from China, Japan. I mean, this field is growing at a very faster pace. So I'm happy to know that the students and all our brothers and sisters have already, you know, started working in this field. So yes, I would give you an example, like what would be a daily schedule of an LLM engineer in a company. So what they have is every company, they might have, like, for instance, a website, right? Or let's take for example, what example could I give
like
you?
NVIDIA or Mistral from Meta, like this?
Yeah, exactly. So you have these models like chatbots. For in general, they are like chatbots. Okay. So what you do is, first of all, you have to know all the tools. So are you familiar with any tools in NLP?
I'm at the beginner.
Okay. So you might have heard about Hugging Face.
Yes.
Okay, so Hugging Face is there. It is like a model zoo. There are a lot of models being constantly published on Hugging Face. So for starters, what you could do is you could you know, download these models first of all. Okay, so these are like base weights. They are already pre-trained on a specific task on a large corpus of textual data. Okay, so what you do is, what the companies do, they take these pre-trained models and they fine tune it according to their task, what they want, right? For instance, it could be, health and fitness, right? So they have this large corpus of data from health and fitness. They take this model and they pre-train it on that. So that how does that help? For instance, like people usually do email the companies a lot, right? We need an automation of email replies. So when you fine tune an LLM based on health and fitness data, and then you have clients who are emailing you constantly, this LLM can act as an agent, right? It can replace your replace and save your valuable time by replying thousands of clients in 10 seconds, right? So yeah, you can you should and always start taking these recent models, and it's always interesting to fine tune it on your specific task and understanding how they work. And also there are visualizers. I think Abdurrahman, could you note this down, this LLM question? I'll also be providing this PDF. I have a lot of PDFs related to this, and this would definitely help you. I mean, these are my personal notes that I had made. I'm also working on LLMs, robotics, and computer vision. I would say this is my specialization domain, and also reinforcement learning at the moment. So yes, if you have any questions, you can always. Sorry?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And hard.
Yeah. So yeah, this is currently my specialization, and I'm also starting to. I will also be starting to publish research papers soon, and I hope all of you start doing the same.
Okay,
Yeah,
I have
inshallah.
another questions.
Yes.
Wait a second. I will translate the answer, Dr. Mاجد, and after that ask. Okay.
Okay.
اوكي. الدكتور بيقول ان المشكله اللي موجوده دلوقتي على الساحه اللي هي للامز هالوسينيت. يعني ايه؟ انت بتتكلم مثلا مع تشات جي بي تي، فتشات جي بي تي من كتر ما انت سالته اسئله هو بقى يجيب لك اجابات من الشرق واجابات من الغرب، فانت ما بقتش فاهم. تمام. ما بقتش انت فاهم الاسئله، وهو برضه هو مش فاهم هو بيعمل ايه. تمام. فده هو المشكله اللي بتسمى ال ام هالوسينيت. ال ام ده هو ايه؟ هو تشات جي بي تي، ديب سيك، لاما، مثلا كود كودكس اند سو اند سو فورث. اوكي. كلام الدكتور بدأ يتكلم عن الجزء الخاص بالهاجينج فيس. الهاجينج فيس ده ويب سايت عليه البري تريند موديل. البري تريند موديل يعني ايه؟ يعني موديل متدربه بالفعل. طبعا الناس اللي في سنه اولى مش هيبقوا عارفين، بس هتاخدوا الموضوع ده ان شاء الله قريب جدا يعني. عليه البري تريند موديل متدربه. تمام. انت بتبتدي ان انت تسحبها، وبتبتدي ان انت تدربها على مجموعه من الداتا بتكون معاك. يعني مثلا انت عايز تدربها على وشوش الناس، فانت بتجيبها تدربها على وشوش ناس معينه، فده بيسهل الموضوع. يعني البري تريند موديل بيكون موجود على المنصه زي ما قلت اللي هي هاجينج فيس. اوكي. بس الدكتور اتكلم عن الموضوع ده. اوكي. رضوى، صح؟ رضوى اللي بتسال.
أقول؟
اسال الدكتور عن موضوع السفر، ما تخرجيش بره الكلام عنه. تمام.
طب ما انا قلت له يعني الشغل هيبقى عامل ازاي يعني في الحته دي.
اوكي تمام.
اقول ولا ايه؟
تمام. السؤال اللي بعد كده عن ايه؟ عشان بس الدنيا تبقى منظمه.
كنت هسأله اللي هو الانفايرمنتس اللي بشتغل عليها ساعات بيحصل كراش ما بين مكتبة قديمة ومكتبة جديدة، فكاجل أو كولاب ساعات ما بيرضاش حتى يعني يرن المكتبة حتى. فالعمل هنا مثلا هل أأجر حاجة من هاجينج فيس فيرتشوال يعني بفلوس أشتغل عليها، ولا إيه اللي بيحصل بالظبط في بره يعني كده؟
خلي الموضوع ده يتأجل سنة عشان ده مش في السيجمنت اللي بنتكلم عنها.
طيب.
طيب. منا، السؤال بتاعك.
أسأل ولا أقول لك إيه هو
السؤال؟ يعني لازم يكون في سيجمنت السفر عشان بس نخلصه وندخل على الدراسة، ندخل بعد كده على الحياة.
ماشي. أنا هسأله. أنا عايزة أشتغل في ألمانيا، هيكون أحسن إن أنا أبص في كارير الشغل ولا في يعني أركز في الشغل أكتر ولا أركز في الماستر؟
انا مش فاهم السؤال.
هو كان جاوب على السؤال ده قبل كده، قال ده على حسب النية بتاعتك، لازم يبقى عندك نية. انت اصلا
اه
هتعرف تجاوب عن الموضوع ده.
يا
تمام.
آه،
دوت لو بالنسبة للسفر، فمحتاج إن أنت تبحث أنت إيه المجال اللي عايز تتخصص فيه. هتشوف إيه الجامعات اللي بتخدم المجال دوت، وتبدأ إنك تبعت لهم أبلكيشن. ولو تمام، باقي خطوات السفر بتبقى سهلة. بالنسبة للشغل، هو قال في الماستر وكده الدراسات العليا الأفضل ألمانيا. بالنسبة للشغل، قال لك دور في بلدك عادي، تمام. وهو ما عندوش معلومة يعني باقي البلاد إيه نظام الشغل فيها، ولكن على حسب يعني الفرصة اللي هتلاقيها.
طيب أنا عايزة أسأل لو ثانية معلش.
تمام.
اوكي.
طيب الأحسن إن أنا يكون عندي خبرة في الشغل ولا يكون عندي ماستر؟
Okay, Dr. Magid, may I ask you about
تمام.
what is the best? I get a master or experience in working without master or master and the work.
No,
This is
if you're planning to work as an engineer in Germany, it's
Yeah.
working without a master would be a very big mistake,
yeah
because currently, like the bachelor education that you have had in Egypt, the problem here in Germany is that it's not recognized. I mean, you have ANABIN database, right? So there might be, your university might be a part of it, but what? Yeah, ANABIN, so this is also something concept that they have research. Okay. So this is like ANABIN, it's a database. So this database, it contains the list of all the universities around the world that are recognized by Germany, right? So there are like lakhs, crores of universities in the world, but Germany does not accept recognition or the recognition of degree certificates from certain universities. So yeah, so this is also a major problem, that if someone has a bachelor degree and the university doesn't fall into ANABIN database, so your education, even though you might have good grades, you might have good experience, but then yeah, as long as it's not recognized, then it's of no value in Germany, right? So what I would suggest is, on the other hand, if you are planning to work in artificial intelligence, doing a master's degree, I think it is very important.
Yeah.
It's very important because you not only learn the recent developments, but you also get an idea of how do you want to go into the industry. Like currently, you might have a very basic knowledge of artificial intelligence, right? You might not know, okay, what are the trends right now? What is Germany working on currently? What are the projects that are being worked on? Like, what are the companies working on currently in Germany? So once you do your master's, you will get a more deeper insight, right?
Yeah.
Because the topics that are taught at the university are very trendy. I mean, they are extremely trendy, completely recent, like based on the recent advancements in the industry. Like we have this problem at medical robotics, right? We are working on eye surgery currently.
Mhm.
And if you see the universities, they have already courses based on this. Like in the higher semesters, you might get, you have to pass subjects where you have to study the structure of eye, like what is retina, what is cornea, what are the different diseases of the eyes, and how can we use AI to detect inconsistencies on the surface level of eyes, or recognize the different diseases, and based on that generate a robot trajectory that could, maybe solve this issue. It could inject the proper fluid or detect other symptoms in the patients. So this is kind of very trendy here. Okay, so yeah, this is what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
طيب ماشي، شكرا منك. الدكتور بيتكلم عن الشغل في ألمانيا من غير الماستر يعني هتعمل غلطات كتير، لان انت حرفيا مش تبقى فاهم، لان الماستر بيعلمك حاجات كتير زي مثلا الدكتور كان بيتكلم اللاست ريسيرش، ايه اللي من ابو اسف، فاهم اللي هو ايه الناس شغاله على ايه دلوقتي، ايه المشكله اللي دايره فاهم، ده كده بالمصري. فبس اوكي.
كان بيتكلم في نقطة تانية إن هما مش معترفين بيك أصلا، مش شايفينك على الخريطة، فلما تاخد
وزنه
الماستر
غالي.
بتاعك هناك لما تاخد الماستر بتاعك هناك فأنت كده هما اعترفوا بيك بقى.
اوكي. مصطفى، what's your question؟
أنا كنت أسأله عن الماسترز لو سامعني تمام.
مظبوط يا باشا.
أنا كنت أسأله عن الماسترز، هل ينفع لو مثلا لو هي في دولة عربية بس قوية في مجال ال AI وكده زي الإمارات مثلا، هيكون كويس ولا يكون في دولة أوروبية أحسن؟
اوكي. طيب، دكتور ماجد. مصطفى close your mic. Doctor, can you hear me? Your mic is closed.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Mustafa asked you about the master in like الإمارات يعني إيه؟ نسيت الإمارات. wait a second.
United Arab Emirates.
Yeah. In United Arab Emirates,
Okay.
is a beautiful in Germany or the same like other countries, not with the value?
Okay, you mean in AI field, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see, from so I would answer this question from two perspectives. One is lifestyle, okay, the society and everything, and the second one is, you know, based on work. So from a lifestyle perspective, like life here in Germany as an AI engineer, it's very stressful. Like you might enjoy, you know, working with new colleagues. You might enjoy with, you know, working on state-of-the-art equipment, hardware, robots, and sensors. But on a very high level, I would say it's very boring in Germany, because here you have to, you know, really integrate into the society to enjoy life here. So this is from a lifestyle perspective. But from a technical perspective, definitely I would prefer Germany over UAE. Because if you see all the research institutes, even in Europe, they don't have the standard that matches German level precision. You have the auto industry here. You have robotics here. Like all the brand manufacturers, if you see KUKA, Siemens, like BMW, you have Mercedes, Porsche, Audi, right? All of these companies, these are just companies and that I'm naming. Then you have top research institutes, Helmholtz Institute, you have Fraunhofer, right? You have defense institutes here. So they are like working on a different level. I mean, you won't see this level even in France or even you know, in America, right? So on a research, like from a technical perspective, the research that has been is going on here in Germany, if you compare it with the Gulf, like for instance Saudi Arabia or UAE and other countries, I mean, you cannot match the standard, to be honest, right? But however, they are also advancing. Like in UAE, I see like, you know, they have these, what are called AI summits, and they are also trying to come up and present their work, but it is really not comparable to the work that is being done here in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. يعني I have I need to know something.
Yes.
Can I take my master in Saudi Arabia or Emirates and then go to German and work there like a German masters, or or any German man get a master's here there يعني and
Okay.
you understand me or not?
Yeah, I'm getting your point. So you're trying
Okay.
to say that you want to do your masters, for instance, in Dubai, like United Arab Emirates or Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia. And
Yeah.
after your masters, what do you want to do in Germany?
Work in Germany.
Okay, working in Germany. So
Yeah.
yes, here the problem is, first of all, in Germany, if you're applying for any job, like in Siemens or maybe, Bosch, right? Any company. So first of all, what they look for is your education, right? So naturally, even let's say if I'm in, Egypt,
Yeah.
if I have done my education in Egypt, like my bachelor's, my master's, it's like, and if I apply for a job over there, and then you have another applicant who has, worked in a different country, like he's not maybe of Arab origin, or maybe he's somewhere from Europe, definitely the company, is going to be inclined more towards me, right? Because I
Yeah.
have worked here, I know how the system works here already, right? I have education experience in Egypt. I have, maybe done some projects over there. So I'm already, I'm not a beginner. I have gone through these experiences. So if you do your education in UAE and you're coming to Germany for work, it's going to, maybe if you get an acceptance, but getting an acceptance in the first place is, it's going to be difficult, however, not impossible. But even if you get it, it would be very hard for you to integrate,
Yeah.
because like UAE has a complete different work culture, and Germany has like a completely different, so it's going to be like too much for you to take in and, get adjusted to the lifestyle. So if you do your master's here, the student life is, every student in Germany is like a king. Okay. So we
Yeah.
have free transport, right?
Okay.
We have free transport. We have
Yeah.
semester ticket. Okay.
Wow. Very good.
And in Mensa, we have like very cheap meals. And, before the Corona time, we were like, it was, I felt that maybe I'm the chancellor of Germany. Really.
Yeah. Very good.
So we had a lot of privileges. I mean, here in
Yes.
Germany, and the student
Wow.
life is also not very stressful. The teachers here, they don't put a lot of pressure on the students. If you see the master level courses in United States or other Western countries, they give you a fixed period of 2 years to complete your masters.
Yeah.
In Germany, the masters is like for 2 years, you can complete it in 4 years. So
Yeah.
they give you maximum freedom. You are allowed to complete your masters, just take however time you want, but show us some progress each semester, and then also you can work part-time, and so it's comparatively very nice experience as compared to other countries. I mean, that is what
Yeah.
I can say from my personal experience.
Very good.
Yes.
اوكي. طيب يا شباب، الدكتور بيتكلم عن اللي انت لو خدت الماستر بتاعك في مثلا السعوديه مثلا او الامارات، هناك في طبيعه للعيش مختلفه تماما عن المانيا. تمام. يعني انت هتاخد المعلومات من الامارات. مثلا لو انت قدمت مثلا في جامعه محمد بن زايد وخدت المنحه بتاعتك وسافرت للامارات وخلصت الماستر هناك، طبعا هو بيكون الماستر هناك 8 سمستر، وبيكون عندك فيكسد كام زياد؟ الفيكسد كام؟
2 years.
ماله الفيكس كام؟
2 years. اوكي. فيكسد 2 years بعد الماستر. اوكي، ده بالنسبه للامارات. طيب، فانت هتاخد الماستر بتاعك مثلا في الامارات وعايز بعد كده تسافر المانيا. تمام. دي طبيعه للحياه ودي طبيعه للحياه. تمام. هو بيتكلم ان انت من الصعب اصلا ان انت تاخد اكسبت في المانيا من اللي انت تبقى واخد الماستر بتاعك في الامارات، بس انت ممكن تاخده، لو ممكن تاخد الاكسبت ده، ولو انت خدت الاكسبت ورحت سافرت وعشت هناك هيبقى برضك من الصعب ان انت تتاقلم على الحياه هناك. فهو الدكتور بيتكلم ان انت الاحسن ان انت تاخد هناك الماستر، هيبقى افضل بالنسبه لك يعني. هتبقى واخد على الحياه هناك، وبرضه هيبقى في سنتين فيكسد. وبيقول لك بيتكلم كمان في نقطه الفلوس. فانت هيبقى متاح ليك اللي انت تاخد بارت تايم جوب، هيبقى متاح ليك انت تشتغل بارت تايم جوب جنب الماستر. تمام. كده في حد عنده سؤال في النقطه دي؟ عمر انت عندك سؤال في السفر؟ كان في
عندي
4
سؤال في تحديات السفر والمعيشة في ألمانيا.
ايه؟
أيوة عندي سؤال، يعني عندي كام نقطة كده في متعلق بتحديات السفر والمعيشة في ألمانيا، لو ممكن.
اوكي تفضل.
Okay. Hello, Dr. Majid.
Yes.
Yes, let me introduce myself. I'm Mohammed, a computer science student.
Okay.
Honored to know you, of course.
Okay.
So I have a question or some questions. I don't really know, but let me ask. Regarding the challenges of work and travel in Germany. You mentioned a lot of points during all that time regarding the language barrier, regarding the acceptance into some program at some university there initially. But okay,
Yes.
so but also I want to know more details about how could you balance a master's degree besides something else? What are the practical considerations for this? I'm talking about, of course, one would need a part-time job besides the master's. What kind of jobs could you take there?
Okay, so yeah, this is also a very good question, and thank you for asking this. It's very important that I address this as well. So yeah, this is one of the most significant problems that the students face when they arrive in Germany, because here you have quality in education, but at the same time, you have quality of life, right? So quality of life here, it's also very expensive. Living here, studying and living here, the rent is very high. You have to buy groceries also, which it's like, financially you have to be very strong. And also every year when you extend your visa, you have to show 10,000 euros. 10,000 euros, I think it has been increased to 11,000 euros as a blocked account to the International Foreigners Office, so that you can, extend your visa. What?
Or have a job.
Yeah, or you can have like a job, right? Like a part-time job where you show your contracts, salary slips. So yeah, speaking on this, how you can balance your education along with your financial situation. So answering to this, you have two routes, right? One is what we call as odd jobs, and one is what we call as your domain jobs. So these odd jobs are basically nothing but delivery services, like working in a restaurant, okay, working as a delivery boy, maybe you transport meals, or you can work in factories, right? Or what else is there? Or you can work as a translator. Okay, you can work in Amazon, you can work, there are a lot of works like logistic, but these are all into odd jobs. Why I call them odd jobs? Because they have nothing to do with your study, the reason why you came here to Germany in the first place, right? But they are like a means of survival. Right? Secondly, what you have is called domain jobs. So these are related highly to completely with your study. You have VEC student, or you have HIVI. So, okay, I would like to translate this. These are German terms. So what we have in the university, every professor or a research assistant is working on a very higher level project. Okay, it's very complicated. Okay, what they do is they divide this project into very smaller parts. Okay, that can be done by students who or beginners who have just started in the university. And what they do is they post these job postings on the university web portal, and they say, okay, we need a data scientist who has like, an experience with, he has done some projects on finance, or he has worked with robotics. So he has experience in simulation, and they post this on the job portal, right? So that is your opportunity to apply in the universities. And the pay here, that the pay is around how much? It's for 500 euros for the heavy job.
500, 600 euros.
Yeah, at my time it was 480. Now it has been increased to 560 euros. So the monthly expense of a student in general in Germany, I mean, if you're not living a very lavish lifestyle, it's around 600 euros. If you work as a heavy student, right, at the university, there are a lot of opportunities. You can easily balance your financial and your student life, and at the same time, you have something to write in your CV. You can write that I worked under a professor. Okay, this is like your experience in Germany. This is counted as an experience in Germany. Like you work under a professor for a certain project, you developed some sort of prototypes that, produced some results, and, you published a paper regarding that. So this also counts as an experience. Okay. So for this, I would say that always be wise and choose your jobs, what you're doing as a part-time job, what you want to do in Germany. Because most of the people, what they do is they come here and then they start working on this odd jobs like delivery and, logistics. What happens is that they don't have any time to study. They don't have literally, I mean, I've seen people here, they say, no, we make, we make, we can manage it, we are professionals, we have experience. So, we have passed many exams by just studying for 1 week, So they work on these jobs. Once they see the money coming in, and they have not seen this type of money before, ever. Because this is too much money. Even if you're working as a delivery boy, you earn a lot of money here, honestly. So they get motivated and they leave the study. And they choose this, odd job and start working on this. The result is that 3 years have passed and you have only cleared like 4 or 5 subjects in the university. And then the foreigner office, they send you an email saying, okay, we don't see any improvement, so we cannot grant you an extension because we feel that you have deceived us. You have not come here for study, but rather you're working in, working for this odd jobs. So yeah, go back to Egypt. It's kind of, indirectly saying that. So what I would say is that working for a Hiwi, they really don't need that type of experience. They don't expect you to be like Bill Gates or Elon Musk. You just need to have a basic knowledge of how things are working, and they select you, and you start working on this smaller tasks, and you keep updating the repo. Okay, so there are like many students who are working on this. You have first year students, second year students. So the professor, he tells you, okay, if you have any doubt, just exchange knowledge with your seniors. And really the quality of education here overall, it's, next level. You would enjoy working with the team here. So yeah, this is my, this is coming from my heart, this advice that if you come to Germany, don't go for this odd jobs. Don't make that mistake. Start right at the technical level. Apply for universities. You have, okay, what options we have? We have universities, yeah, and the companies also. They provide internships, but you need some sort of experience. Obviously, if you're going to work in a company, you need like some sort of prior experience. I mean, merely a student or what? Yeah, some minor project that you have done. Some starting experience you should have. Okay, you can also apply in companies. So companies, you get paid more as compared to the universities. Okay, so always choose this option as compared to the odd jobs. We are also telling the brothers here who are coming, they are seeing a lot of money in this delivery, and they just, yeah, no one listens, and they only work on, these odd jobs. So yes, please keep this in mind, and yeah.
This is second. Is it still going on? Or?
Okay, Doctor. Anyone can't understand this note, Doctor said?
هو باختصار يعني كان بيقول إنك ما تضيعش وقتك في إنك تروح تشتغل في الشغلانات القديمة زي مثلا الدليفري وغيره، تمام، وفي الآخر تهمل دراستك فهيرحلوك على طول.
Maybe you can say.
بس
تمام.
Okay, brother. I think brother Abdurrahman can maybe add something so that it's easy to understand for everyone.
Yeah. اتفضل عبد الرحمن طبعا.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الصوت واضح؟
تمام جيد.
طيب باختصار هو بيتكلم هنا ان انت لما بتيجي بتحتاج ان انت توازن بين الحياة والشغل، لان انت وانت جاي اصلا بيطلبوا منك اثبات ان انت هتقدر تعيش في البلد دي. الفرق بين المانيا واي بلد تانية ان انت لما بتيجي هنا ما بتدفعش مصاريف دراسة. يعني الجامعة مش بتاخد منك مثلا 5000 يورو في السمستر، 10000 يورو في السمستر، في اكتر من كده لما بتشوف في امريكا او في الامارات او في اي دولة تانية. في الامارات مثلا تقريبا بياخدوا 40000 درهم في السنة، يمكن اكتر، ده لو مش منحة. هنا انت بتيجي تدرس ببلاش، بس بيقول لك ما تجيش تشحت، لازم تيجي معاك مصاريف اكلك وشربك وايجارك، اللي هي تقدر، هم مقدرينها ان متوسط المبلغ اللي انت محتاجه عشان تعيش شهريا حوالي 1000 يورو. فبتيجي بتعمل حاجه اسمها بلوكد اكونت ب 12000 يورو، حوالي 600 700 الف جنيه في الوقت الحالي. وبتيجي هنا بتبتدي بقى ان انت ايه، طبعا مش عايز تصرف منهم لان الاغلب بيكون سالفهم او ورث مثلا او بايع حاجه وما خلافه. فبتيجي طبعا قدامك الوظائف السهله اللي انت ممكن تشتغل فيها، زي ايه؟ زي عندك الدليفري، شغل المصانع، الشغل اللي هو العماله عامه يعني. فهو بيقول لك ان المعظم بيجي بيقع في الفخ ده، انت فجاه بتشتغل بتلاقي نفسك بتاخد في الشهر 2000 يورو، 2000 ونص مثلا، ممكن توصل معاك لو انت شغال فول تايم. فبتبتدي ان انت طبعا بتهمل الدراسه تماما، بس انت بتنسى حاجه مهمه، ان انت ليك 140 يوم عمل في السنه بس فول تايم، او 240 بارت تايم. فانت بتيجي فجاه ما ينفعش تشتغل، ما عندكش تصريح عمل ان انت تشتغل. تيجي ترجع لدراستك، حضرتك ما ذاكرتش طول السنه، فبتشيل طبعا. يعدي السنه ورا الثانيه ورا الثالثه، تيجي تجدد، مكتب الاقامه بيكون عنده الترانسكريبت بتاعك، عارف انت خلصت كام ماده. بيجي يقول لك حضرتك ما خلصتش مواد ليه؟ يبقى انت مش جاي تذاكر، انت جاي على فيزا دراسه مش فيزا عمل. انت كذبت علينا، ارجع مصر تاني. فالحل من الكلام ده ان انت هتيجي في الاول هتتعب شويه، هتقدم على شغل تكنيكال، تبحث على ريسيرش في الجامعه، تبحث على ان انت تكلم البروفيسور، انا ممكن اشتغل معاك يا بروفيسور، اساعدك في البروجكت بتاعك. ممكن ان انا تشتغل زي اسيستنت مثلا، تشرح حاجات او كده لو انت شاطر، لو انت طالب مجتهد. وده هيبان بعد اول سمستر، عشان كده اول سمستر دايما لازم تحاول تبذل اقصى ما عندك وتذاكر كويس جدا عشان تسيب بصمه كويسه عند الدكاتره. فيبتدي ان هو هيشوف انت كنت جايب عندي امتياز في الماده بتاعتي، لا انت شكلك يجي منك. فدي هتبقى بلس هايله. غير كده لو انت راجل، انا شايف بسم الله ما شاء الله في ناس بتسال اسئله كويسه، في ناس عندها اكسبيرينس كويسه. لو انت عامل بروجكتس زي ما الدكتور قال من شويه، من على حتى لو انت عامل كلوننج، انت شفت بروجكت على النت وعملته، ده كل ده اكسبيرينس. تيجي هنا تقدم في شركات، مثلا عندنا زمايلنا مقدمين في شركات هنا، في شركه اسمها انكس بي مثلا في دريسدن، دي شركه كبيره جدا. ما كانش معاه اكسبيرينس في مصر خالص، كان لسه متخرج، ما عملش اي شغل في حياته في المجال بتاعه، وقدم واشتغل والحمد لله خلص الانترنشيب، ودلوقتي شغال معاهم حاجه اسمها فيرك ستودنت، يعني شغل طلبه يعني. بتكون طبعا وقت اقل لان هم عارفين ان انت محتاج تدرس. فده المسار اللي هو المثالي، وده اللي المفروض كله يمشي عليه. ما تستعجلش على رزقك وتجري ورا ال1000 ونص ولا ال2000 يورو اللي هم مش طول السنه، هتاخدهم مثلا تشتغل لك 5 6 شهور وبعد كده ما حدش هيسمح لك تشتغل اصلا لان معكش تصريح شغل مخالف للقانون. بعد كده حضرتك هتيجي بعد 2 3 ترجع مصر تاني قفاك يأمر عيش، باختصار يعني. هو ده الكلام اللي هو قاله، دي اخر حاجه، وقال قفاك يأمر عيش. اللي هو
جميل
قاله.
جدا.
فاتمنى بس ان انتوا ايه تحاولوا تجيبوا السيجمنت ونحافظ على الوقت لان الوقت بيجري بسرعه، احنا عدينا تقريبا ساعه ونص دلوقتي. الاسئله بتستفيض يعني كتير يعني.
طب ثانية يا عبد الرحمن، اخر في سؤال مهم دلوقتي. التايبس بتاعت الماسترز كنت انت قلتها لي، بس انا يعني بس انا والدكتور او حضرتك جاوب عنها يعني في اسرع وقت يعني.
يعني ايه تايبس؟
اللي هو مثلا منحة بتبقى فول فاندد من الجامعة مثلا بتديك فلوس مقابل بعض من الخدمات.
في عندك زي ما انا قلت لك قبل كده وزي ما الدكتور قال من شويه، وانا تقريبا قلت النقطه دي، انت معظم دول العالم بيكون فيها الماستر بفلوس.
جميل.
امريكا هنا المانيا هنا بتدرس في جامعات، في عندك اوبشن جامعات حكوميه تدرس ببلاش.
جميل.
تدفع حاجه اسمها كونتريبيوشن في، دي زي مصاريف كده اداريه زي ما بنقول يعني 100 يورو 200 يورو 300 يورو، مش مصاريف دراسه، دي مش مصاريف دراسه، دي مصاريف دراسه بتكون تتخطى ال 4000 وال 5000 يورو في السمستر الواحد.
جميل.
فانت عندك واحد من 3 اوبشن. حضرتك الشهاده بتاعتك مش احسن حاجه، دراستك قبل كده مش احسن حاجه، فرصتك في القبول ضعيفه، فبتيجي تدرس في جامعه خاصه. جامعه خاصه يعني بتدفع لك في السنه حوالي 15000 يورو مثلا، ده مصاريف دراسه غير مصاريف معيشتك انت. اوكي، ده اول اوبشن. تاني اوبشن، حضرتك جبت اكسبتنس زي ما الدكتور قال، هتقدم على جامعه هتجيب اكسبتنس. تمام، دي اول خطوه. الاكسبتنس بعد ما تجيبه حضرتك هتجهز ال 12000 يورو، يا اما هيكون ليك اخوك او حد قريبك هنا هيعمل ورقه ان هو هيديك ال 1000 يورو اللي انت هتعيش بيه كل شهر. الموضوع ده يعني محدش بيعمله الا لو كان حد قريب منك جدا، فيفضل يعني يكون معاك البلوكد اماونت يعني.
تمام.
ده الاوبشن الثاني. هتيجي هنا بعد كده وتصرف من الفلوس دي لحد ما ايه تلاقي شغل زي ما قلنا، سواء عماله او في الجامعه او كده. الاوبشن الثالث ان حضرتك تقدم على منح، هتيجي هم هيدوك ال 1000 يورو ده او 500 يورو او 600 يورو شهريا ومش هتدفع مصاريف جامعه. يعني انت جاي باشا جاي تذاكر، يقول لك ذاكر بس. ده الاوبشن الثالث. المنح بقى انت محتاج تدور عليها، عندك موقع داد زي ما الدكتور قال، في منحه ذا شيفنينج تقريبا في بريطانيا، دي منحه كويسه برضه اعرفها. والمنح موجوده على النت كتير ممكن تدوروا عليها، يعني كل جامعه بيكون فيها مجموعه منح يعني.
تمام.
في اي سؤال تاني بخصوص الموضوع
في
ده؟
حد بيسأل محتاج ايلتس وتوفل ولا لا؟
100% محتاج ايلتس طبعا لو جاي تدرس بالانجليزي، واحيانا بيطلبوا منك مستوى او مستويين في الالماني، عشان كده الدكتور قال لك يفضل يكون معاك سباي في الالماني. في الامتحان ممكن تمتحنه عندك في جوتا في مصر، او امتحان الاو اس دي في عندك ام اي جي في القاهره، وفي دي اس كا، وفي اظن في مركز كمان في اكتوبر يعني. اي اسئله تانية بخصوص الموضوع ده؟
لا، بخصوص الموضوع ده خلاص اظن الشباب.
انا حابب بقى في الموضوع السفر، فانا معاكم يعني، انا مسافر من مصر فايه يعني الاسئله انا معاكم يعني.
حد عنده اي سؤال عن السفر يعني، الحاجات اللي بتتقدم للمصريين، او في حاجه تانية يعني مثلا اي حد عنده سؤال فيها؟ طيب.
تمام.
تمام. وبالنسبه لموضوع الحياه هناك، الدكتور كان بيتكلم عن موضوع ان انت مثلا محتاج تصرف في الشهر مثلا 600 يورو، وانت بتاخد تقريبا 450 في الشغلانه، في حاجه كده يعني، ف 560. طيب. كده احنا خلصنا السفر والدراسه والحياه. حد عنده سؤال في اي سيجمنت من دول؟ ندخل على البحث العلمي.
الحقيقه انا حابب اضيف فيها نقطه للشباب اللي
تمام،
جايين.
اتفضل.
الشباب اللي جايين يا جماعه، وانت جاي لازم تثبت عقيدتك كويس جدا، سواء كنت مسلم او مسيحي. لازم تبقى جاي عارف ربك كويس، عارف دينك كويس، عارف تقاليدك وعاداتك كويس. يعني خليك زي الهنود كده. الهنود بيكونوا ايه مكلحين زي ما بنقول، بيجي هنا بيلبس لبسه الهندي عادي بتقاليده العاديه، بيحتفل زي ما هو بيحتفل كل سنه باعياده وهكذا. للاسف المصريين بيجوا هنا، بحس ان هم مش كلهم طبعا، في لكن الفئه اللي بشوفها هنا بتيجي بيتنصل طبعا من كل حاجه، بيتنصل من عاداته خالص، من دينه، من حتى لغته نفسها، ممكن ما يبينش ان هو مصري، ما يحبش ان هو يبين ان هو مصري. بينسى كل حاجه، وللاسف ده في الاخر بيكون عاقبته مش كويسه، خصوصا ان انت عايش في بلاد بلاد الغرب زي ما بنقول يعني. الحياه هنا منفتحه تماما في كل شيء، فانت لو مالكش حدود، مالكش ليميتيشنز، هتيجي هنا هتضيع، لا دراسه ولا غيره، هتيجي تنفتح تماما. فبالنسبه للحياه قبل ما تيجي اعرف انت جاي ليه، لازم يكون ليك هدف. انا مش جاي اهرب من السجن، انا جاي استكمل دراستي، جاي اتطور في مجالي، جاي احقق ذاتي، جاي انفع ديني
ان شاء
برضه.
الله.
فدي نقطة مهمة جدا 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 جدا. يا رب اكون يعني ايه
صح.
كنت واضح في النقطة دي.
طبعا احسنت يا باشمهندس.
ربنا يبارك فيك.
طب يا شباب، يعني حاول تظبط، يعني اهم حاجه بجد موضوع الدين، لان احنا حرفيا جايين الدنيا علشان ده. تمام. فانت زي ما باشمهندس عبد الرحمن قال كده، ظبط دينك كويس جدا قبل ما تسافر، وده اهم بقى من كل الكلام اللي احنا اتكلمنا فيه ده. يعني احنا اتكلمنا في كذا نقطه، اهمها بقى ده. تمام. عشان انت لو رحت هناك واتسوحت، يعني الله المستعان. طيب، نبدا نتكلم في البحث العلمي. احنا كده اتكلمنا في السفر، الدراسه، الحياه. نتكلم بقى بعد كده في البحث العلمي. اوكي. حد عنده اي اسئله في البحث العلمي قبل ما نخش؟ يعني انا شايف ان انا بصراحه عندي كميه اسئله في البحث العلمي كتير جدا، عايز اتكلم فيها يعني. حد عنده اي اسئله في البحث العلمي؟ طيب. دكتور ماجد, you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I'm in third year in Faculty of AI. Okay. Okay. And the next year, the next year is the last year in your university. I have a final project. I need to make my final project as a research paper. I think it will improve my my CV to take a master in Germany. For that, I need to make good or the best or the highest paper in the problem. In what's the problem
Mhm.
in the track.
Okay.
Okay. For that, I need to know how can I improve my knowledge in research. I need to know how can I search about the last problems. Yani, researcher in Germany, researcher in America, work in it to solve it.
Okay, so given that we already have a lot of LLMs, since you people are interested in AI, so you know, like we have ChatGPT, DeepSeek, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, like you can either search it yourself, like on the web, or you can give the query to these models, which can, you know, refine your what you say, refine your question or give you a suitable answer. Like you want to know, you're working on a final year project, right? Now you
Yeah.
want to know if what kind of journals I can publish into. Okay, that would make a strong impact over here in Germany. To be honest, if it's a bachelor level project, it really does not matter the impact score of the journal or the publication quality from your final year project does not have a lot of impact on the admission, like you know, on the decision regarding the admission committee here. I mean, it's not going to have like a more stronger impact if you have a publication maybe in a mid-level journal, for instance, or a mid-level conference. That is also fine. But the main thing is that you have the publication. That is what matters.
Yeah.
So this is like the bachelor level. But when you come to master's and PhD, then you have to, you know, make significant contributions. Because right now, if you're making, you want to publish a journal or you want to, publish a research paper, it's okay, it's fine. You just make a, in my bachelor's, I made a home automation project. You have this embedded systems, you have Arduino Megas, you connect some sensors into it, okay? Then you have proximity sensor, you detect, okay, how far is the wall, and you make the, robot autonomous, okay? So,
Yeah.
SLAM, object detection. So this is how, you can make a project and then you can publish it. Like what problems? The main important thing that you have to know before you publish is, what is your project about?
Yeah.
What problem does it solve? I know I'm saying this, like these things must be clear, what your project is about, what problems you are going to solve, like what is your, like whatever your contribution is, what problems it's going to solve, and what limitations it's going to have. So these things, when you bring them together, you can publish a research. Yes, you were
Okay.
saying.
Can you say it again?
Yeah. So from where? Starting from where?
From the 3 topics in my research.
Okay.
Limitation and problem I solve and what.
Okay. So for instance, what is your final year project? Have you decided on something?
I need to build a research paper, but for now, I don't any.
Do you have like any topic in your mind, or has the teacher?
No, I wait for my friend to start. I think I will build in things like reinforcement feed. I love it, but for now I don't. I don't. Wait a second.
Okay. So let's say, for instance, but this is like a higher level project, but still, yeah, I want to present it as an example for even for bachelor level scenarios. So let's say that the industry has asked you that we want to automate and increase the production speed, okay, of a line. Let's say you have what do you say about that escalators that the packets come on them, like there's a moving line and the packets. How do you say it in Arabic? Because I'm not able to get the term in
السير اللي في المصنع.
Okay, تمام.
Yeah, so there is like this line and the packages are coming on in a line, and at the end point the robot has to kind of pick this carton up and it has to place it on some other mobile robot so that it can be transported to other warehouses. Okay.
Yeah.
So the industry would ask you in the beginning to make and build all of this in simulation, right?
Yes.
Because the first stage is simulation. Then you have sim to real transfer. So you have many softwares for that as well, or many applications. You have heard about NVIDIA Isaac Sim? You have NVIDIA Isaac Sim, you have Mujoko simulators, you have PyBullet, where you can, set up the stage. And yeah, I'll write it here. Just a second.
Okay.
Isaac Sim, then you have Mujoko, then you have PyBullet. Okay. Oh, this is. Okay, for instance, like I posted it in the chat, you have these type of simulation softwares, right?
Yeah.
So what the company would ask you to do is, okay, just prepare a workflow in a simulation and convince us that how your system is going to increase the production, is going to increase our profit, is going to save our time, right? For instance, this can be a project, right? So how you start this is you learn about the simulation software, right?
Okay.
How this works and how should I import this? And then you need some programming knowledge, how you're going to generate objects, how you're going to, make the production line fast to save time and increase profit. So this is how, you would start working on this research problems. And then in the end, you can showcase it, like with a demo. You can say, see, this is the line. In the real industry, maybe the production is 1 minute, right? So you have reduced it to, let's say, 20 seconds. You prove it with a simulation. You don't need to like build it because it's unrealistic. Like you cannot have robots which costs thousands of euros in your home and you set up everything. That is already unrealistic. So they need a concept or a prototype. You build it in simulation and that you can present it in your research. I think that would be a very nice project for you, because when it comes to, you know, implementation in real life, it's going to be a very hard project for you as compared to, you know, the simulation part. Right? If you're working on some embedded level projects, you need a lot of prior knowledge and skills to be able to, you know, make them work and publish a research paper, for instance. Okay, yeah, someone has raised a hand. Radwa, you can also ask the question.
Okay, I'm happy to reach out again and ask for your guidance.
Yes.
I sometimes face runtime crashes when working with LLM notebooks on Kaggle and Google Colab, usually due to conflicts between older and newer library versions.
Okay.
I'd appreciate your advice on how engineers typically manage dependencies and environments to avoid this issue in real-world projects.
Exactly. So this is a very nice question. So yeah, working with AI projects in general, it's not only LLMs, but when you're working with AI projects in general, you will see that there are a lot of version changes. So we have, for instance, MediaPy, right? You have OpenCV, you have NumPy. So NumPy 25.1 does not work with OpenCV 4.5, but it works with OpenCV 4.6, right? So we have the same problem in LLMs. So there are a lot of dependency issues that some modules require specific versions to be installed, otherwise it's not going to run. So this is a major problem, and the solution to that is you have Conda environments. Have you heard about this? You have Conda where you can make environments and install dependencies. Yeah, Anaconda, and also what was the other thing? Spider you have?
I have Anaconda.
Yeah, so you can start by creating an environment, and there you can install these dependencies, what is required by your project. Like it can be, you know, if you're working with LLMs, you have NLTK, right? Natural Language Toolkit. Then you have this, you know, for Hugging Face, if you're importing models from that, you might need Word2Vec libraries, like for word embeddings. Then you might need PyTorch, right?
Okay.
And other dependencies.
I see.
And another thing is Docker. In industry, you won't have like, they won't give you a project in a folder. They will give you a Docker file. Okay. So this Docker, it's very helpful to learn. Why? Because in Docker, you have an operating system at a lower level. Like for instance, it can be Ubuntu, right? The projects that are done in the industry, they are usually done in Linux. Like in Germany, at least, they don't work with Windows because you don't have the access to lower level control. Right?
What is Docker?
Okay, Docker, I need to, this also should answer no, or okay, Docker, let me explain this simply, okay? Okay, so you have, you know, we have ports, right? The sea ports, where the containers are transported through ships, right? So what you have is, in one container, you have an operating system at a lower level, like Windows. You have heard about virtual machines, like VMware, VirtualBox. Like earlier, you know, I was in bachelor's, I was back into hacking. You know, I was very interested in, you know, hacking, networks. I mean, I shouldn't be saying this right now, but WEP encryption was available that time, and you could use it, you could hack a network using Kali Linux. Okay, so it was not possible to dual boot my laptop and install Kali Linux. What I used to do is I had this VMware and virtual machines where you can open it in Windows and it can run whatever operating system you want, right? But this also, it has a lot of conflicts and it's very slow and you can't use it for deployment. So this is where Docker comes in, okay? Docker, it isolates everything. You have lower level, you have the operating system, and then you have the packages that you want to install. And what happens is it was developed to solve the problem. What was the problem? It works on your machine, but it doesn't work on my machine. So suppose we are working in the company and we have a project on LLMs. We are working on a chatbot or something, whatever. So in my laptop, I'm able to run the LLM and generate outputs, right? But what happens is I zip this project now into a zip file and I put it into the pen drive and I give it to my friend. But my friend has a Mac OS. He does not have a Windows, right? So what happens is when he transfers the project on his laptop, there are a lot of dependency issues. There are a lot of conflicts. He needs to install some, Apple has a different system architecture, which requires certain frameworks to be installed. And they are not compatible with the libraries that may be, developed in Windows. So here you have a dependency conflict. So what Docker does is, it's like a container. It's like an isolated container. You work inside that container, and this container, it is compatible with all operating systems. It is compatible with Ubuntu, with all versions of Linux, Fedora, Arch Linux, Windows, Mac OS, any type of operating system, even Android for that instance. So this is like a very powerful tool, and in companies, they usually, they work on Docker. I mean, I have to be honest, they don't install dependencies like, they make conda create environment so-and-so, and then pip install OpenCV, and they don't do like this. They have a package, they have a Docker file, you have Docker Compose, YAML files, where you already have everything that your environment needs. And then you develop this, upload it to, for GitHub, you already might be aware of GitHub, right? So it has repositories. We also have Docker Hub. So this Docker Hub, it has containers, right? So if you go to Docker Hub right now, you can download an image for Ubuntu, let's say version 22.04, Jammy Jellyfish. I think that is the Jammy Jellyfish. Okay. You can download that and you can run that in Windows. So this gives you complete freedom. No matter what operating system you're working on, your code will always run on your friend's laptop machine. So this is what the problem that was before. It was usually a fight between the developers and the testers. So there is this is like a cat and dog fight. The developers, they develop the code, and the testers, they take it, they find mistakes, and they say, oh, your code is lacking here and there, and the developers are angry. So this cycle, it keeps back and forth. And the testers, sometimes they say, oh, your code is not working, it has dependency conflicts, so you need to, so this makes things very complicated. That's why we have this Docker. So back to what?
Yeah.
Sorry, Radwa, you asked a question before. I couldn't answer that. Could you please repeat it?
No, thank you. I understand. I have another question.
Yeah.
I recently work on Windows. If Docker can work local, or it must be work on cloud or server?
You have both options. You can work locally also. You can work on cloud also. But locally, if you work, you won't have those freezes. Docker, it usually freezes on the cloud if the project, it depends on the size of the project as well. So there's a
Okay.
lot of freezing that occurs, and also the network connection should be, high speed. If you have that, then you can, work on the cloud as well. But it's always better to, work on your system. You have VS Code, and in VS Code, you already have all these extensions. You have Docker, Docker Hub, Docker containers. You can see and list all your containers that you are working on. You can start them. So you have this command, Docker compose up. You launch the container, and you are in VS Code. Bingo, you have everything. You can work on that, and then commit whatever changes you want to your code, and then make it an image, send it to your friend, and voila, it's working seamlessly.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay,
And Ziad Ahmed has a question. Yes, please.
I have a question about research.
Okay.
So, is there a specific site I can follow the updates about a specific topic at research, where I can find all the recent research?
2 to 3 years research.
Okay. Last 2 to 3 years, research, it's, I use Google. So there is another thing that I wanted to share with you. It's called Connected Papers. Okay, I'll copy this link here. Okay. So I'll be just a moment. I'll just send it here. Okay, so this is a website. If you open this website and you type in anything that you are interested in, let's say it's about, I think someone before asked a question about action recognition, or he was working on data augmentation. He wanted to know something about this. Yeah, we can also follow up this question. Abdul Rahman Muhammad was the one who asked the question. He looks like you, so you asked the question. Okay, so we can answer this as well. So yeah, this website, if you go to this website, you type in any paper that you're interested in, and you click on that paper, it will give you a graph. It will give you a graph like it's also, in the background, there is AI running. It's taking semantic meaning. It's comparing 2 research papers, and based on the semantic score, that is, semantic score is nothing but how much the data from paper A matches with paper B. If there is a threshold, let's say if the score is above 0.90, then okay, these papers are related to another. And this builds like a mind map.
Sorry, Dr. Mاجد, can you share a screen and explain it to us?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Share the screen. Okay. Just a second. Let me. There are a lot of tabs open, so. Okay, so sharing a screen from here. And share screen.
Select the tab.
Papers. Share. Can you see the screen right now?
Open the screen up.
Where? Here? Are you able to see the screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say the brother asked a question about what? Okay, yeah, let's take natural language processing, but that would be too vague to give in. We can say, okay, large language models, something like that. I press enter. And then let's say these are the recent research papers, okay? We can see LoRa, low rank adaptation of large language models. Large language models are zero-shot reasoners. And let's say you're interested in this topic, right? You click on this, it gives you a complete mind map, okay? So what you have here is, okay, this paper, it's related to this paper, okay? And these are all the papers here that have common semantic score, right? So you have, for instance, let me zoom this. Ben Zaken, this is a very nice paper, BitFit. You go here, And here you can read about this as well. We introduced BitFit, a sparse fine-tuning method where only the bias terms of model or subset of them are being modified. So you can read the abstract here, and you can see what this is about. So this gives you like curiosity. It increases your curiosity. Okay. Then here you can also search for other papers, and this will give you a score matching similar papers. So if I click on this one, then it's okay. It's working on the mouse, maybe. Yeah. Okay, this is open already, I think. Yeah, so fine tuning happens. Yeah. So this paper, you can find it here, who, right? And also the impact factor, you can see the circle, right? So this paper implies that it has a more higher semantic score as compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
You can see here, right? So Leicester is there. These are all from 2021. And this paper, you can see that all the other papers are connected to this one. So this paper is like, it has more, so you can see here. Why is this? You can see the amount of citations here, right? And it was published on International Conference on Learning and Representations, right? So this also gives you an idea about how deep or how better the contribution is, right? Here we can see as you retrain larger models for full fine-tuning, which retrains all model parameters, become less feasible using GPT-3, 175 billion as an example. So yeah, they have also done this job of benchmarking different model architectures. They have fine-tuned them and compared them, right? You can see the comparison here with GPT-5, and this is about the memory requirements, right? Because you want to be able to deploy the model, so you need the more less model parameters that you have, the more the less memory it's going to consume.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is also a challenge that they are working on. So yeah, here like that you can find a lot of interesting, for instance, you have gesture recognition. It is also so like that. See, I just entered it, and then you have this semantic maps, right? You can see what all papers are connected, and also the year information is there.
Okay, this connection line is knows how is the dependency of other research on this research, like the centered research have the highest dependency.
No, it means that for instance, whatever you select, right? I think sometimes
the center metro.
Yeah, the center, whatever you select here, like which paper you select, I think it will be in the center. I think so. It's like that. No? Or maybe, the one which has 116. Yeah. The center is the one having the highest impact. It also has a bigger circle as compared to the others. And you can see here also, you can see Bansal. I think this is related. You have 1016 citations. Okay, it depends on the citations also. Citations are what decides the impact score. So citation is nothing but, let's say I'm working on a research paper, right?
Okay, what is the impact score? How can I know it, and how can I how it's benefit or useful?
Sorry, I didn't get your question. Could you repeat?
Okay, the impact score.
Yeah. The impact
is it useful? Is it useful?
See, the impact score is what decides the quality of research, right? So it is like the popularity. Let's say you have a BMW and you have a Nissan.
Yeah.
What do you think is better? BMW, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think BMW is better? Because it has, they have published research about it, like what advancements they have made and how it is better as compared to other car models. Similarly, here, if you look at these research papers, you will see the citations here. 820 people have cited this research paper in their work. I mean,
Yeah.
they said that they learned something from this and they used their research in their research paper.
Wow.
Okay. So
good.
here you have like 116 citations, and the smaller ones, if you see, these are only 6. So this does not have a higher level impact score, and you can see it's at the boundary. So at the centers, like, you know, these big players, they have a better impact score, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here is like, you know, how you can search for, and this is like most often used by the PhD students here. Like we love reading research papers a lot. Like personally, I read 5 papers every day. So you have
Wow.
to stay ahead of the research. Yeah, this is like the job. If you're doing the PhD and you want to, what decides your degree is the amount of publications that you do. So if you have like something like this paper and you get something around 1,000 citations, then your PhD will result in a very good grade. And
Inshallah.
for this paper, yeah, inshallah. And this paper, you can see this paper. Oh, okay, we have university license for this. You can see the amount of citations. This is 1,66,000. How is it called? No.
Wow.
So here you can see this is the paper, you know, on which all
Transformer,
the
yeah.
large language models are built. You know.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So, and also I think you might need some university license for this, since I'm opening this on my personal laptop, but in the university I have license. So here, you know, you have to you know, upgrade to premium for unlimited graphs, or maybe, you know, 5 graphs per month are free. Something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know, the Egyptian accounts, academic accounts, give me this offer or not? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. For
search
the
about-
academic, I think here it's listed as €4 per month, but our university, they gave us free access to connected papers.
Okay.
You can get free access.
Universities have master management.
What?
Egyptian universities offer this also.
Yeah, Egyptian universities also offer this, I think.
They have to ask.
But you have to like ask them about this connected papers.
Okay, I will ask tomorrow, inshallah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any resource to research? Other also a resource, a website?
For research?
Yeah.
Okay, so this, like, you can definitely go on Google and you give in the paper. Like, you know, you have Google Scholar also. Let me show you.
Okay.
If you go here, can you see my screen? Is it
Yeah.
visible?
Yeah.
So here you have like articles, case law. Let's say you want something on vision transformers. Okay. And here also you have a lot of papers, but this is like just listing them. The best thing about connected papers is that you get not only the impact score of the research paper, but you also know about what all papers are related to it. For instance, if you go here, Transformers and Vision, a survey, you open this research paper and where is my mouse? It's not working. Okay, so here, this is the research paper. Okay, and if you go at the end, they have listed all the, you know, research papers from where they, oh, this is too big. Okay, this is, you can see these references, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here you can see all the references that the above research paper has used for their research. Okay, they have read the paper from OpenAI's GPT language model, revisiting this and so on. And this is how the impact score increases. For instance, this paper now has an impact score of 1 because this paper just cited their paper, right? Now, if other papers also started citing this paper, their impact score will go up. This is how you make some contribution in the research field.
I think it's make my research very strong. If many get citation from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So here also you can see it's cited by 914 and so on. You can also maybe filter it. I don't know if it's there.
It's useful to get master in Germany.
I think okay. What are you targeting?
If I make research in any field in AI and put it in my portfolio and send this portfolio to any university in Germany.
He could get a scholarship.
See, for instance, this is the university that we are in. I mean, we are studying in. Okay, so here, like the starting point of all applications. Like, let me open. Say another university. Okay, we have Technical University of Dresden, but they can't see this, right? Oh, they cannot see this. Okay, let's show this afterwards. Okay, so once you go to the university, what you do is you go to faculties, and here you can see all these faculties, right? You go to the studies, then you have degree programs here. Where is this? For instance, I'm interested in computer science, right? So if you go here, okay, you can see all, we have embedded and self-organizing systems, intelligent multimedia systems, and our degree programs. You go to this link here. Where is this? Forgot. Okay, yeah, here, professorships. So I am currently working under this professorship, neurorobotics, with Professor Dr. Rohrbein. And if you visit any of the links here, you can see the work that they are doing. If you go to research, so this is our neuro mouse robot that we are working on, and then we have this robots, Franca Amica Panda. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have this drones that we are also working on, and here you can also see the thesis topics. So we have AI-based test case generation, LLM-based. This is in German. Okay, so if you want to sign up for this, you need German language, German language knowledge. And so these are like the topics that we have. Like that, you can search, and then you also have, if you want to apply for admission, you can go to, I'm too old to remember how did I apply for this. Degree programs, yes. Then you have, here you select what program you're interested in. For instance, it could be, electrical engineering. So here you have the term standard duration of studies. It's 6 semesters, free admission, course language is German. So you also have option of sorting out by setting English, and then there are not a lot of courses, but still you have a lot of courses. You can go for the brother Osama. Sorry, Abdurrahman. Sorry. Abdurrahman, he's working in which one? Embedded systems. Yeah, this one.
Embedded systems. Yeah.
This is also like the course language is English, and here if you go, you can find degree program flyer also. and detailed information, study, everything is over there, you know. Okay, this opened in a new tab. So, yeah, but how can I open it in that tab? You know, it opened in a different tab.
Take the link and put it.
Okay, we can also do that. Yeah, so this is how a German classroom looks like. Okay, and this is the embedded systems overview. And here you can go to admission requirements. So here you have a basic idea like, okay, what do they need? They need a bachelor's degree in electrotechnic, which is nothing but electrical and information technology, or an equivalent appropriate degree in the area of electrical engineering. And see, this is the thing that I was mentioning, the equivalency. This is nothing but the ANABIN database. So they will compute your corresponding German score and see that if you qualify for this. And what you need from that is, where is that? Yeah, for B2 or equivalent proof of English language proficiency. So you need an IELTS also and A1 language. You see, they have mentioned these conditions for German language as well.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
What is the lowest GPA for this program?
I think the German grade, it is 2.5. So let me, Egyptian. Yeah. So what was it? How it was called? Okay, German grade calculator, right?
Yes.
So if you go here, you can enter your score, and you can get the German grade. For instance, what is the system that is used in? What kind of grading system is used in Egypt? Is it GPA or
GPA?
GPA, right?
Yes.
So let's say if you have 8 GPA, right?
No, there's no 8. It's maximum 4.
Yeah.
4 is
1 to 10, right?
Yeah.
No, we have 1 to 4.
Okay, you have 1 to 4.
American grading system.
Okay, so 4 is better or 4 is
4
worse?
is excellent.
Yeah.
4 is excellent. Okay, it's the reverse. In Germany, 1 is better and 4 is fail. It's the other way around. So let's say if you have 2, okay, and what is the best possible grade? 4, right? And minimum possible grade?
2.
2, right? And then you convert it here, your German grade is 4. So this is like a very shitty grade. It's like, just below fail, you're at the brim of failing. It's like that. So you can.
I can't understand it.
So this is actually, yeah, you can say.
Should I get the GPA 4 to travel?
No, actually, brother Abdurrahman can explain it better. Yeah.
الجي عندك الماكسيموم 4 في مصر صح؟ في الجامعة عندك 4 ده اللي هو الامتياز
مظبوط
صح؟ طيب
أيوة
انت مثلا الماكسيموم هنا اهو عندك دي كالكوليتر بتحسب لك انت بالالماني جايب كام؟ الالماني العكس 1 هو الامتياز و4 ده اللي هو ايه؟ اقل درجة ممكنة 5 ده اللي هو اف تمام؟ فانت حضرتك هنا عندك مثلا انت جايب جي بي اي في مصر كام؟ ما تخافش محدش هيحسبك
3.5 بس
تمام طيب انت مثلا جايب 3.5 تمام
اوكي
يبقى انت بالالماني جايب 1.75
So they also give the comment here. It's good,
فهو بيقول لك انت مثلا عشان تقدم عشان تكون في السليم محتاج مثلا تكون جايب 2.5 اللي هو 3 في الجامعه عندك عشان تكون في السليم يعني.
تمام حلو جدا. طب لو انت جايب اقل من كده؟
لو انت جايب اقل من كده هتقدم بس هتكون اللي هو الدنيا قدامك اقل يعني الاختيارات اقل فاهم. 2.5 ده اللي هو انت هتقدم على اي جامعه عادي مرتاح.
تمام
بس هو
يعني الليست كام؟
اظن جيد يعني يفضل تكون جايب جيد جدا في مصر. فيري جود اللي هو اظن 2.7 صح؟ مش 2.7؟
لا عندنا جيد جدا 3.
اصلا.
Or you can also search for the Egyptian to German.
I know it's American grading system. It's the same.
عندنا جيد جدا.
يعني يفضل تكون جايب 2.7 اقل حاجه.
تمام، حلو جدا، تمام.
ان الوقت طول كده فانا يعني ايه
يعني
ناخد اخر فقره على السريع. لو في حد عايز يسال حاجه ثانيه، لو ما فيش ممكن ايه الدكتور قال متاح بعد رمضان ان
مهم
شاء الله.
جدا وقول رمضان كريم بالالماني طبعا عشان احنا
هي نفسها بالانجليزي ما تقلقش. رمضان كريم. رمضان كريم.
Yeah, Ramadan Kareem to you still, brother. Inshallah, come here to Germany. We will have iftar together.
ان شاء الله I will meet you ان شاء الله قريب. مش عارف عن قريب يعني as soon as possible.
حد حابب يسال حاجه ثانيه في الاخر ولا الشباب كلها
يا شباب
صح؟
حد عنده سؤال؟
And tell them we'll also have a meeting.
Yeah, I told them.
You told them?
After Ramadan.
Yeah, after Ramadan, brother, we will also have another meeting where I can give a more detailed information and I can answer your questions better. I'm very sorry I couldn't prepare presentation slides to maybe guide you better because yeah, it's kind of very busy. The work is also going on, and then we have to adjust for iftar, tarawih, and yeah, it was not possible. But inshallah, after Ramadan, yeah, we can also make another agreement. Yeah.
Okay, I hope that.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.